Hi there guys, it is another session of the Shorties from the R&C Leather Lounge.
Shorties.
And I am Richard.
I'm
a
Carolyn.
shorty, and she is a longie.
Not so shorty.
And she's a longie and I'm a shorty. So there you go. Right, this session guys, a question we get asked quite regular is how long will repairs last? So
how long is a piece of string?
Yeah, and I don't have a piece of string to show you because I'd be going on and on and on. And how long is that piece of string? There is so many scenarios that make it very difficult to say how long it will last. I think it's more how long are you as an organisation prepared to guarantee that repair? That is more the question I think that you've got to ask yourself is how long are you prepared to give a guarantee on your repair? Now,
there's way too many variables in there to take into account. If it's done correctly, it should last a long time, but you've got a customer there that's using it. Are they using it in the right way? Are they cleaning it with the right kind of stuff? I think you've got to be very careful how you word any kind of guarantee that you're giving them. And you need to put a kind of a little disclaimer in there and just say, as long as it is cared for correctly and looked after, it is going to last you, or it should last you, since a while, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, however you want to do it. But always say that if it is looked after correctly, it should last. You can't guarantee any, something might happen to it tomorrow.
It's very difficult. We always say it depends on usage, but it should last as long as what it did originally. And we've had some clients where they're like, well, it's only 9 months old and it's worn out again. Well, obviously, it maybe last 9 months then. It's very, very simple. Then it's down to how it's being used or abused.
How often?
Yeah, how often. So again, that is educating the client, taking the client on the journey at the beginning, being very transparent, very upfront with everything that we do. But there's a very famous word here, guys, that we used in one of our other shorties, and that is repair. Don't forget, you are doing a repair, not a replacement. And I seem to think that echoed exactly the words I used on one of the other shorties. So you've got to be very, very careful what you're doing, guys, because you can open a can of worms and lead yourself into a problem. And there's another famous saying that we had on another video, which I'm hoping Carolyn is going to remember, because the more you promise to your clients, the more you are
liable.
There you go. See, liable. So bear that in mind, guys. You are liable for everything that you tell your
that goes wrong.
client. Everything that goes wrong, you are liable. So there you go. So just bear that in mind. Repair, liable. Repair, liable. You are liable for the repair. And you are also liable for when it goes wrong if you try to over-explain or over-big up that repair that has been done. Remember, you are
liable.
I didn't think she was going to say it then. So there you go.
I was trying to think of my next sentence.
Told you she had nothing in the tank on the last video, you see. She's trying to think of the next sentence.
What I was thinking was it would be a really good idea that when you're doing your electronic sign-offs, to the people, like I agree to do this, this, and put in there a bit about, it goes back to the maintenance one. We've done one of those already, but it goes down to the looking after it correctly.
Never doing maintenance packages next.
No, we've done the one about looking after a repair.
Oh, after a repair, yeah.
So they need to, you need to do this to look at, and you will get the longevity out of it, to prolong the life of the repair that you've done.
Yeah, so it's just, you've got to, that customer must be taken on that journey, guys, right from the beginning. So from the moment that you meet them, speak to them, it is about education. So you've got to make sure all the time you are educating your clients. Every client that we meet, what are we doing? What are we doing now?
Educating.
We're educating, guys. We are trying to help and educate you to make your business a lot easier, a lot more profitable, a lot more easier for you to grow with a lot less headaches so that you enjoy it more and enjoy the process and the journey so much better, because at the end of the day, the more you can get clients recommending you, the better it is for your business, because it means less money going into advertising and everything else. So again, take the customer on that journey. I mean, I don't know what else we can sort of say with this one, because it is a matter of how long is a piece of string. It depends how it was damaged in the first place. It depends where the damage is. That's also very important.
If it's on a high wear area, like where your legs sit, or where your hand sits on the arm, the edges, the seams.
Yeah. So again, all those sort of things are very important.
Bolsters, obviously, on cars.
And then obviously, arms stuff. We've had that, haven't we? Where it gets quite badly worn on like an arm of a couch and stuff like that, where it's gets really beaten up and attacked because of obviously sweaty arms. Constantly on it. It gets holes through. It's broken up, and it's like, can I repair?
We saw one the other day, didn't we? And it was obvious that they'd had their elbow on that area all the time. So sometimes you've kind of got to be like, it's just I can do it, but it's just not going to last.
And again, that is how long will the repair last? And it's taking that customer on that journey because they're thinking they can get this repaired and it's going to last 10, 20 years, because that's maybe how long they've had the couch. And it just isn't going to do that, guys. On something like that, you're talking months, that it's going to last, not even a year.
Depends on what the repair is as well. If you're doing a
and the size,
big tear repair or something, then they're not going to last forever. If it's in an area that's not, say it was on the back of here, then that's going to last ages, because nobody's going to be, unless someone sits on the back of the sofa.
Yep.
But that's going to last because it doesn't get the friction, it doesn't get the weight bearing, and it doesn't get. But to do it here on the
base,
seat,
or the arm, like this here,
where our knees and legs are going to be rubbing on it all the time, that's not going to last as long as what it would up on the top of there.
No, exactly. So again, it's like Carolyn said earlier as well. It depends on where it is, high wear area, seams, and all that sort of thing. They're a weak point as well, because sometimes you can't get through, especially if you've got a seam join like this. You can't sometimes get through with your backing fabric to get to the other side, because they're sometimes stitched right down, so it makes it very, very difficult to get down there. So it is about managing the client's vision and their expectation of the end result, and taking them on that journey, guys, and making sure you educate them along the way as to why. Tell them why it won't last on that area. Tell them why it won't last because of the damage you're repairing, because of the size of it, or whatever it is. Just explain to them why. If you're doing a grain imprint, explain to them why a grain imprint won't last as long as maybe doing like a little tear or putting a bit of colour on there, because obviously you're using a fake product to go into a hole on a piece of leather. So obviously if you've got a hole on it like this and you're putting this fake lump in here, this whole thing is the weak point, with your repair. So you've got to explain all that through to the client and get them to understand that journey. Some people will be like, well, that's not what I want. Well, then you're not my customer. You need to go to an upholsterer and get it reupholstered. So again, it saves you time wasted. It saves getting a bad reputation. Just take the client on the journey, guys. Educate them along the way. That's what you need to do. Educate. Very, very simple.
Don't forget, you can say no to customers as well. If you get a little inkling that they're going to, that they're really doubtful about what you're going to do, or they're not quite sure, it's all right to say, actually, I won't do this for you, because there could be problems along the way. If you get an inkling that they're going to be difficult, they're going to complain, they're going to do anything, don't be afraid to say, no, actually, I don't want to take on that job, thank you.
Yeah, just fire the client. It's very, very simple, guys. Fire the client. You don't need them, because if they're going to be a headache, you do not need a headache. You just want to get rid and end it. So there was something I was going to think of, and I've forgotten what it was now.
Me too.
Yeah, so there you go. But just remember, guys,
we'll do another one.
One of the things I was going to think about is, don't forget, comment on this video.
Yeah.
Please like the video. Please tell other detailers and other technicians around the world what we do with these membership sections, and how we help you grow with your paid memberships to enable you to get more education and more profit in your business. So please ask questions on here as well, because it helps our algorithm to build, and it helps us to answer questions, because then when other people come along and pay for a membership, they can look at all these comments and we can say, there was a great comment on that video, go and have a look at it because we answered the problem. It just saves us over explaining it and going through all that process of explaining it all again and saying, please send us in pictures, please send me in this, please do that. It just literally speeds up the process for everybody. So there you go, guys. I am Richard from the R&C Leather Lounge.
I am Carolyn from the R&C Leather Lounge.
So there you go, guys. Thank you very much. Over and out. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.